Hi, my name is Mike Cooper, and I am one of the lead trainers here at Service Intelligence. And I want to welcome you to the Service Advisor Training Series. My goal here is to help you maximize the sales opportunities in your shop from your service writing or service advisor experience that you provide. The main goal here is to have $1 million in sales per year come very easily with one service advisor. I want to make it very important that you are investing in your future here. Okay, this is very important. While your shop and the boss, the owner of the shop, has invested in this so that you could benefit from it, it's important to know that this is an investment for your future. This is so that you can succeed, you can grow as a person and see better success in your life, in which the shop will benefit from. But this is a personal investment in you, very important. A few rules or a few checklist items that I want to cover before we get going into this training. Uh, Number one, turn off your distractions. Okay, you're here to learn. Again, you're here to invest in yourself. There's nothing worse than only paying half attention. If you want results from your life, you want to grow as a person, you want to achieve things, you need to be fully invested. Okay, so please turn off Facebook, turn off other tabs you have open, turn off your phone, put it on silent. If you can, be in a closed room where customers and staff cannot distract you from this. I know that we cover a lot of ground in this, and it could take you a couple hours to go through the whole process. Maybe if you can block out 20-minute windows for the next couple days, 20-minute chunks where it's uninterrupted, maybe do it that way, you'll get far more than trying to multitask and do other things while watching the training series. So please do not be distracted. Be focused while we are here with our time together. No whining or complaining or negative thoughts in your head. Please turn off the negative thoughts. Positive things happen when you think positively. Okay? I promise you that. Something I learned years ago. I try and remove negative things from my life, negative people, negative media, negative content, and I fill it with positivity. If it's bothering me and I feel it's negative, I remove it. I get rid of it. You need to do that in your head if you want to achieve your goals, if you want to grow up as a person again. You want positivity. You want positive people in your life. Okay. One of the things that they say is that you are the sum of the 5 closest people in your life. So think about the people you surround yourself with the most time in your day and in your life. And as much as we'd like to think that's with our family, it's also who we work with. So let's be aware of who's around us and who might be affecting us negatively. And let's figure out how we can spin that around to be positive. Or maybe we got to figure out how do we deal with that negativity to correct it. So positivity is huge. You are going to learn some things here or be reminded of things you may have tried before and you've failed. And I want to, again, twist that in your head, get you to shift your mindset and saying it doesn't matter if it failed before, it could work again. Okay. Sometimes you try something and there's one little piece that's missing or one little thing that's off that made it not work. Okay. One thing I like to use as an example is what happens when a plane crashes. Okay, does the government and the FAA and everyone look at this crash plane and say, "Oh my gosh, you know what? Planes can't fly. We should write this whole thing off and stop all air travel. Planes cannot fly." It'd be ridiculous, right? Instead, they look at all the pieces. They look at the black box, the recordings, the audio recordings. They look at everything they can to try and examine Why did that plane crash? And usually they can pinpoint it to one thing that caused the problem. It's usually not 80% of things were a problem. It was one thing that caused a failure. And so it's the same thing with you. When something doesn't work, don't write it off. I want you to look at it, examine it, and go, well, there's probably one piece that needs to be tweaked, right? And the stuff that we teach here, it works as a whole. It works for the majority of shops, but you do have probably a different demographic than the shop on the other coast. You have a different mindset of people than the shop across the country. And so therefore, even though what we teach does work, you may have to tweak one thing so it works better for your customer base. So you need to figure out, not just write something off and go, well, yeah, we tried that, it didn't work. Okay? Fine tune, record the data, figure out and examine and go, what didn't work about that? Maybe you got to do it 4, 5, 10, 20 times, analyze the 20 results, and try and figure out what didn't work so you can tweak and improve it so it will work. Please engage with us. Ask questions, okay? There should be somewhere in here a chat box. You can start a chat with us. You can join our Facebook group. You can make a support ticket. There's multiple ways in which you can communicate with us, but we need you to ask questions, right? There's no such thing as a dumb question. There is just dumb answers. And I promise you, our team will not give you dumb answers, all right? Hopefully the other shops we work with, so if you come into our Facebook group, we have shops who do not give dumb answers. We want shops that are all about raising the standards of the industry. Okay, we are better together. When we think we have a secret sauce and we're holding on to it and we don't want to give it to anyone, that doesn't help anyone. That dies with you when you die. That does not help the industry. We are about helping transform the industry from the customer's perspective to the profit that you make. So it's a win-win-win situation. So again, with that, asking questions is also sharing knowledge. As I said, you can take what we do. You may have to tweak it a little bit for your customer base. Please share that knowledge. Come in the group and say, you know what, I did this thing in this lesson, but we made this tweak and it made the world a difference. Please share that. Again, that is how we grow as an industry, is by sharing knowledge. That's why there's conferences all across North America for the industry, is to share knowledge so we can all grow and be prosperous. All right? So let me now get into, well, who am I? Why should you listen to me? So I have owned multiple businesses. I actually started out years and years ago. I owned a carpet cleaning business. So I know what it's like to service customers. And in fact, you service their vehicles, which is their second most important investment in their lives. I service them, their houses in their house. I am in their most comfortable zone. And I had to figure out and learn the hard way of how to make them comfortable, how to make the service experience exceptional, and how to sell to them so I became more profitable. I've also been the last 10 years studying customer service, sales, marketing. So not only am I taking from my hard lessons that I had to learn, I'm constantly learning what are the experts that say, what are the people out there that you should be listening to learn from Donald Miller to Dean Graziosi to, I can just list names and names and names. And through the series, I will probably introduce a few books that you should probably have in the shop to learn how to sell better. So all that years of experience, I've worked business to business, I've worked business to customers. I am very passionate about automobiles and the automotive industry. Always have been since the day I got my first vehicle, even though it was a piece of crap. So I'm passionate about the industry, serving the industry. I'm passionate about seeing people grow. When I hear of people's success, When people tell me, wow, this really changed what I do, this changed who I am, this changed the results that we're getting, I love that. I thrive on that when I hear that. So again, that's why I want you to share with me your success, because the more I get that, the more you're going to get out of me, because it just pumps me up. All right. Um, Service Intelligence, the product, the software that we use, and we'll use it in our this training, even though it's not the core of this training, but it is who we are, and we have processes that we believe and we know from the countless examples that it works. It's been around for 20 years. The owner, George Antico, owned a shop in California, and he came up with the system to help improve his shop. So a lot of the knowledge that we're sharing here is also rooted from his experience of owning a shop and creating a lot of the systems that we talk about here to improve the revenue in the shop, to improve his customer satisfaction, to make his shop more thriving. So finally, the last part of this that I want to talk about, what you're going to learn from us can be used for good or evil. Okay, I'm serious. I know this might sound really cheesy, but it can be. You're going to learn psychologically how to communicate, how to get people to buy, what makes people buy. You're going to effortlessly, without hard, pushy sales tactics, get your customers to buy more from you. And with that, I want your promise that you're going to use this for good. I want your promise that you're going to use this only to better service your customers, right? You only sell them stuff that they need. You do not sell customers stuff they don't need because it's going to increase your revenue. I am a very customer-centric person. That means above all, what is best for the customer. And the minute that your business shifts from being customer-centric or even employee-centric, it fails. When you start putting profits and sales first, it's only a matter of time. You might knock it out of the park for 6 months, maybe a year, but over time it will ruin you. And so promise me that what you learn here will be applied with the customer's best interest in mind. Use your heart. So that wraps up the introductory video. I look forward to engaging with you and being along with you in this training. And I'm excited for you for what you're going to get out of this. And congratulations yourself for investing the time to do this, to make yourself a better service advisor and to help propel the success that you're going to have in this awesome industry. So with that, we'll catch you on the next video. Have a fantastic one.